You need to know your role, and each role is important. And you can't have the back of the pack leading leaders in the middle of the pack. It's going to be like a dogfight the whole time. No one's going to be able to go anywhere. You can't have the middle of the pack in the back and the weak ones in the middle. It's like you can't have the leaders in the back. You've got to know your role and the season of life. And this could depend where you're at. When I was playing football, I started playing football when I was 15. So I was a sophomore in high school. My freshman year, I was playing goalie in soccer, and the football coach came out to a game and he saw me blocking goals and catching everything. And he goes, "You should come play football for me." My mom never wanted me to play football because she didn't want me to get hurt. And she said it was too dangerous. I ended up getting hurt a lot, actually. But I was like one of the biggest kids in school, and she was afraid of me getting hurt. So she wouldn't let me play. But then I convinced her to let me play when I was a sophomore. And I was a little afraid because I'm playing varsity with, sophomore, junior, seniors, all these older guys who've been playing for, 8 or 10 years. I didn't know the rules of the game. I didn't know what to do. They give you this massive playbook in the beginning. And again, it felt like more school to me. I was already struggled memorizing for tests and quizzes. This was a massive playbook with all these different plays and defenses and offense. I was just like, what am I doing? And I was like, I'm not trying to be the guy. I don't want to be the guy. I was like, I'm not trying to be the captain. I'm not trying to be the starting quarterback. Just put me in my role. I said, I just want to play receiver. Tell me where to go. I'll catch the ball. That's all I wanted to do. And I could barely get through the first season just being like, tell me where to line up. What is each play? Where do I go? I had to ask the quarterback almost every other play, which side do I go on? What route am I running while I'm in the huddle? It's embarrassing, but I wasn't the guy. And it took me until my junior or senior year of college, 7, 8 years later, when I finally felt like, oh yeah, I've learned a lot. I'm seasoned. I've trained. I've failed a ton. I've made mistakes and I've succeeded a lot. I think I can be the guy. I'm building the confidence where yeah, I think I can be the guy now. I think I could be the lead of the pack. I can be the captain. I can take on more challenge. I can take on more stress because I've experienced it all and I've learned. And whether you're in a career right now where you're more of a junior person, sometimes you just need to know your role and own it and master it. And the more energy, the more positive attitude, the more effort and results you get, you're going to move your way up from the back of the pack to the middle of the pack pretty quick. And if you're able to get results and show the leaders of the pack that you are so valuable, you're going to jump the pack and start leading groups within the pack very quickly. And it just depends on the season of life for where you're at and the skills you have. But you've got to know your role. You've got to own your role and master your role. Then you can elevate to new roles. And I never thought of myself as the leader. I was never I'm the leader because in school, I was always in the back of the class and the bottom of the class. I was the back of the pack in school setting. In sports, I was athletically one of the best, but I didn't know the most. So I was intellectually in the back of the pack on the sports team. I was scoring touchdowns and, making plays, but on the team, I was kind of hey, you guys just tell me what to do. It wasn't until later, more seasons in football and seasons of life, where I started to gain confidence and gain experience. And I was like, okay, I can take on more. I can step into this role. I have this wisdom, this experience, and it's okay if I fail as a leader, right? It was yeah, I can take this on and I understand this role. You're going to make mistakes, but that is something that I challenge you to reflect on and know your role right now. And if you're chasing a dream that fits your ego, or are you chasing a dream that fits your gifts and align with where you're at right now? That's the important thing to think about in knowing your role and mastering your role with this law. And the seventh law is, man, these are all powerful. But this seventh law is going to make you feel better as a human being on a daily basis. And this law is the law of affirmation. Don't speak defeat. So many people, I learned this in sports. You can tell the team that was going to lose in warm-ups based on their body language and their energy. Are they looking energetically down and defeated? Are they, going to the bench kind of like, oh man, already slouched down with their shoulders and their head? Are they already looking like we've lost this game? If you're in your mind speaking and your body language is speaking defeat, you're probably going to get defeated by a superior team, or just life is going to beat you down. So the law of affirmation is don't speak defeat. Your tongue is the rudder that steers this vessel that you're living in right now. Chad Wright, a former Navy SEAL and endurance athlete, says this. I just want to play this clip really quick so you can see it, because this was from an episode that I did on the School of Greatness. Let's watch this right here.
Your tongue is your rudder. It's going to steer the direction of your life and the outcomes of your situations.
Your tongue is the rudder that steers the vessel that you're living in. And when you speak something and you speak it out loud or you speak it internally, it is just going to affirm what you're going to create and manifest externally. The body follows what the words say. Again, Lisa Nichols kind of shared this a little bit earlier in this episode as well. We've got to be thinking and speaking in alignment with what we want to create. And poor people talk themselves out of wealth with phrases like, I'm broke, or I can't do this, or it's too hard. Whereas wealthy people understand that what you say creates what you see. What you think creates how you feel. What you say creates what you see. So you want to guard your language like you guard your bank account. It's all energy. And the more positive energy that is swirling in your mindset, the more positive energy that is swirling in your heart, the more positive you can speak with affirming what you want to create in the world. No matter how challenging or hard it is, it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. You're creating now an alignment from your mindset within your heart, your energy within your body, and you're speaking it within alignment with all three things, and then you're acting in accordance with these three things. Now you're creating harmony. Your mind, your heart, your words, and then your actions are all in alignment, creating a harmonic energy that allows you to move through the world to affirm and manifest what you're looking to create. It's just going to make it easier. Doors are going to open up. The right people are going to show up because you're thinking and speaking and acting in accordance, in alignment with your vision. You're sequencing what you want. You have the map, so it's clear. And the more clear the sequencing, the more clear that you're going to have everything in alignment, because the law of affirmation allows you to confirm it. Again, if you can follow these 7 laws, it will set you up with so much more success, so much more joy, more peace, more abundance in your life. And I want to remind you that you don't have to have this all figured out right away. But if you can go back and watch this video, go back and listen to this, take the notes and actually do these steps, step by step, and do it every single day, it is going to unlock so much freedom and abundance in your life that will support you forever. People are not going to recognize you because you're going to show up with so much joy, positivity. You're going to be present. You're going to be curious. You're going to be listening. You're going to be adding value. You're going to be grateful and generous. You're going to be unrecognizable, my friend, because people are going to be like, wow, most people are takers. Most people only think about themselves. Most people are talking about how hard life is, and they're victims and they're gossiping. Who is this human being in front of me right now who is actually kind, compassionate, curious, driven, who's willing to go all in on their fears, who's willing to be courageous and take risks? Who is this person? I want what they have. I want to help this person. That's what you have the ability to do right now. But you have to say, I am going to commit to start doing this right now. Don't wait. Start this 7 law steps right now to support you in your life. And I'm telling you, in 3 months, You're going to be a completely different person if you're doing this, and you're doing it courageously with gratitude and generosity in your heart. Thank you for watching this video. If you want more inspiring clips like this, make sure to click right here to subscribe and click right here to watch that next video that is specific to support you in your life.